Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. Let's get started on today's reading and see what beautiful uplifting messages we get. All right. Okay, well, we have the moon here. So guys, I feel like there's stuff going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of, but I am. Okay, so I did some research this morning and I am just feeling like very energetic and very happy. Okay, I'm not going to go into it because this is the reading. And a lot of you, well, you know what? I'll save it for the end. All right, let's do the reading. I'm so excited. All right, so right here, I'm seeing one of my beautiful masculines. I'm seeing you celebrating. All right, you're celebrating with this other person over here. And there's a lot to this person, okay? There's a lot going on about this person that you're not privy to. Things going on behind the scenes with this person. All right, and I feel like this person is also very connected to spirit, so maybe someone who's very high frequency. All right, for some reason, you guys are going to be doing something together that is going to be joyous. It's going to create joy. It's going to create happiness. And you're going to spread this to others, okay? So it looks like this could be a new business you're coming up with, a new business idea, or even like just something new that is going to be cause for celebration between the two of you. All right, I am seeing a lot of abundance with this as well. So possibly you're going to be making a lot of money. There might be a huge flow of money coming in after some time with this endeavor. All right, so definitely a good omen, guys. If you're thinking about starting a business right now and it has something to do with things that people need right now with the economy, if you're going to start something new, I would start with something that people need as opposed to something they may want, because I think you're going to have a better, more success that way. All right, and I am seeing the Strength card here along with the Justice card. So I feel like a lot of you are going for the gusto right now. There's something you have in mind that you want. Now, this isn't something easy. This isn't going to be easy, and you know this, okay? So you're going to have to hit a few bumps to get what you want. But so there's stuckness in the middle showing, these obstacles that are going to be getting in your way. Now, this feels kind of like some type of, like you're going to push through something difficult and come out the other side, and you're going to get something of importance from it, if that's making sense. All right, so once you push past this, you're going to be able to take time off. You're going to be able to take this rest period, travel, go on vacation, and you're going to have some sense of freedom. So whatever this is, I feel like it's going to be a bumpy ride, but it's going to be well worth it, because when you get to the other side, I feel like there's going to be a payoff for you, a huge, huge payoff, and it's going to give you some sense of freedom and strength. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so yeah, more on this, guys. I am seeing that you're going to be needing to make decisions. Okay, and at times you are going to feel like giving up, like you're going to feel left out in the cold. All right, but Spirit is saying, you'll get to that point where you're going to feel like you're wanting to give up, but Spirit is saying don't give up. Even no matter how much you feel like it's not going to happen, keep moving forward with this one, okay? Because the outcome is going to be simply amazing. I'm seeing your cup running over with joy and elation if you hang in there. All right, and this is very specific for those of you who are really strong and high frequency, okay? Because there's a lesson in this. This is to show you that you're super strong And even, you know, when there's obstacles thrown in your way, Aquas, you can just get through them, okay? So kind of like that childbirth, a feeling of childbirth, like, you know, that last big push that you put into this particular situation is going to be the winner. You're going to win on this, okay? So I am seeing also 7 of Wands here. This is you being forceful and standing up for what you believe in, which is in all of my Aquariuses. You're all strong. Those of you who aren't feeling that way, just reach down inside and grab onto your strength, because I promise you it's there. It's just buried. All right. Then we have the King of Swords. Okay. So that's who you are, Gemini. Where did I get Gemini from? This is who you are, Aquarius. Okay. You are this pillar of strength. You are the King of Swords. You have very tight boundaries. You don't like neediness, okay? Generally, neediness is a big turn off for you. And, you know, so people like that, you will just stay quiet, move away from, leave the perimeter. Yeah, you want nothing to do with that. You feel like needy people need to learn how to get up on their own 2 feet and discover themselves. And you're correct. All right. I'm seeing a new beginning here that you guys are now moving into. You're moving toward a whole new world. Okay. This new world is also an opportunity, and maybe an opportunity of a lifetime. Okay. It's going to be something very big. It's going to be very positive. All right. And again, this has that feel like you might get to a point where there's an obstacle or 2 thrown into the mix, but you're going to push past it. You're going to push past it, and you're going to be very happy that you did. You're going to get this very clear clarity. And because it's going to be a little harder, it's not going to be so easy to get to this, you know, at the end of this rainbow, this pot of gold, because it's going to be a little more difficult. You're going to get the clarity of, I'm feeling a feeling of proudness. Just, you know, like you're going to feel so good about yourself and just feel amazing. Like, know your value, know your worth, and know that you are an amazing, super powerful being that can basically make anything happen if you really want it. All right. Anything you want, guys, just work a little harder. Go for it. All right, here I'm seeing with this 4 of Pentacles, somebody's holding on to something. Okay, so this is like, for those of you who are comfortable, you're holding on to like the old things that used to kind of work. Like in your mind, you think they worked, but they didn't really work. You still weren't happy. You still felt like things weren't 100%. But you got used to settling. You got used to settling and thinking that, you know, some small part of it is working, so that means it's working. Okay, so I'm seeing and feeling this, you know, just holding on to something for a long time. Okay, with the 6 of Cups, this is something from your past, from your childhood, or something from the years ago in the past, right? So something in the past you've been holding on to here, and it's burdensome. Okay, I'm seeing you can push past that. This reading is all about your strength, guys, and pushing past any obstacles. Nothing can stop you, Aquarius. You're unstoppable, and you're going through this portal right now. Next month starts amazing things for you, for all of us. Okay, I'm just bursting right now because I have a lot of information, but this isn't the place to lay it out. So I don't know where I can, maybe starting a new channel, I don't know. But I have information that everybody is going to love to hear and no one's talking about. All right, here I have a very intellectual person who has been holding on to things. You're very smart, but you're not motivated. You're comfortable. All right. So this has been burdensome for you, even though you may not be aware of it. You may subconsciously be so comfortable in being in this burdensome way that it's become a way of life for you. All right, but once you push past this, and go after something you're wanting, or you actually manifest something beautiful, some miraculous thing that you never thought you would get your hands on, you can do that. You can manifest that in. All right, once you do that, there's a whole new path, a whole new beginning waiting for you that is going to be nothing but positivity, okay? Once you push through and you see the amazing results, you will now know, this lesson will be for you, that you can do this over and over again. All right, so guys, again, you know, nobody came back to me and told me they did an act of kindness and something came back. Another act of kindness came back to you, or you got paid back tenfold. You got paid back with a check in the mail, or some unexpected money, some newfound money. You have to notice this when you're, you know, do an experiment. Go out, you know, help somebody get something off the shelf. Do something small for somebody. Compliment somebody. And then sit around and wait and see over the next day or two if something positive comes back to you. Because I'm finding this miraculous thing happening to me every time. All right, I'm seeing movement here. Movement toward happiness. All right, because there's something really positive coming in, and now things are moving quickly, okay? We have this 10 of Swords here. This 10 of Swords is some kind of disappointment or something ending, all right? But all around it, I'm seeing some fast moving satisfaction, happiness, abundance, celebration coming in, all right? So this is what you have to look forward to. And I can vouch for that, guys. There are things that are going to be coming to you that you have never dreamt in a million years are coming. You are truly going to feel like you're in another dimension when these things start coming in. This is like nothing you've ever experienced before, what is coming. Yes, I am very excited. I know you're all cursing at me right now. Tell us, tell us, tell us. But I am going to just tell you maybe one or two things at the end of this reading. All right, so here I'm seeing someone out there is manifesting your significant other. There's a person that you already know. They're already in your sphere, in your space, in your mind, all right? And you are manifesting them in, all right? This person's also very sensitive because they are an empath. And you are someone who's very loving and giving. So this person's going to really appreciate you. And I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that here with the card of balance next to the person. All right, the card of balance is in between this person you're going to be manifesting in and the victory card. All right, so you're going to see this. It's coming into play for you if you're single and you're open to it. All right, we have the 7 of Swords. So again, I'm picking up on someone who is disappointed in a partnership or a partner today. You're disappointed because something is changing. Something feels different. And this has you feeling like you're slowly falling downhill with something you desperately want to go uphill. You want to hold on to this. You want to keep it. You want to keep it nice. You want to keep it exciting. You want everything to stay on 100 because, let's face it, that's where we're happiest, right? That's where things are good and we feel like we can look forward to things and be excited about things. But you're feeling disappointment because this person seems to be ignoring you or not paying as much attention to you. So you're kind of feeling like you're turning into old hat with this person, or they're just not going to be treating you the way they used to, okay? So there needs to be some conversation here about picking up some balance between you and your partner. Balancing out, you know, letting them know how you feel. And guys, I do readings. So if you want to see what readings I offer, click on the description below the video. All right, let's continue. So this has to do with somebody is fighting with their significant. You're in love with your person, but man, you're having this tower moment. Lately, there's just been a lot of fighting, and it seems like somebody's in their ear, like either friends or family. Somebody is distorting their mind, you feel, against you somehow. So putting things in their head, and you're feeling like this person is slowly, you know, turning against you and believing them. So this is heartbreaking for you. This is like you're watching everything fall apart around you, and you have no control because, you know, you can't force this person to believe what you want them to believe. So they're kind of being led by some outside interference here. Let's keep going. Yeah, I'm seeing a deep sadness. A deep sadness. Your first instinct is you want to work on things, you want to improve things and change things back to the way they were rather. But again, you know, there's no stopping this like black cloud that's falling over you because of these outside influences. And you've tried to talk to your person, it seems, and to no avail. They just or you're feeling this way. You're feeling like, and you know, this could be your intuition. You're just feeling like the look on your person's face when you're around them, like they're just changing, right? There's some kind of change coming in, and it's getting in the way of your happiness. The Seven of Pentacles over here is something actually very positive, though, okay? It's a matter of you being patient, Spirit is saying. All right, this card is all about patience, but it's also things coming in. So things will be coming in that may somehow balance things out or help you to balance things out. This is some kind of harvest coming in, something you've been investing in or working on coming to fruition. So this could be the relationship itself, actually. Okay, there could be a reward in here for you if you're patient. Okay, maybe this person you're with is going to eventually see the truth. Okay, they're going to come to terms with what is going on and maybe call out some people. All right, and I'm seeing some information or something else coming in fast. Things are fast moving, guys. Have you noticed the time? Have you noticed the time? Sometimes you feel like you just woke up and it's 6, 7 o'clock at night already, and you're thinking, I just looked at the clock, and how did hours go by in what felt like minutes? All right, if this is you, comment below, because it's crazy. Like right now for me, that's something I was going through for the past year or two. Now it's weird. Like I have days mixed in between that feel normal, you know, like it doesn't feel like it's super, super fast. But most days do feel that way, like just zip, day's gone. All right, but so things are fast moving right now. I'm seeing you're focusing on something in the workplace. So some of you are waiting on something, or you're wanting something. All right, we could all probably guess what that is. But then there's a few of you, it's not really money. It's something else you're waiting for in the workplace. Could be love. It could be a person that's working alongside of you or working in a department near you. Could also be a crush on a supervisor or a boss. Somebody's focusing on their boss for some reason, okay? If this is you, comment below. If you have a crush on your boss, comment below, all right? Definitely something you're wanting, but there seems to be some confusion or chaos around you and this person, okay? So we have the Knight of Pentacles here. All right, so the Knight of Pentacles is about someone's very protective and being persistent. You're also using your intuition, okay? These are all things that are transitioning you into something beautiful. You are like a caterpillar going through this huge transitional period of time. This could be, you guys could be having your awakening, okay? Or going through a heavy duty part of your awakening, maybe a dark night of the soul, or something really pressing and heavy. Not to say it's bad though, okay? Because I see this is just a very deep transitional period. You're using your intuition, and you're also moving into a different place, a different path where you're going to realize the amount of happiness and joy that not till you fully transition though. All right, you're transitioning into this new period of time. This is the 10 of Cups. This is about happiness and joyfulness and being a family, having a family and having the things you want, and feeling joyful, being grateful, having that home you've always wanted, just having that abundance, okay? And I always mention that abundance is more than just money. It might be about having your family, your loved ones around you, and thanking God when you're going home that you have this family who loves you, who's waiting for you at home, okay? And then we have, there's a lot of thought today going into, I feel like, your finances, some type of savings or money, or maybe you're thinking about putting some money, a little bit of money into something. All right, so there's a lot of thought showing up as the Judgment card, maybe going back and forth in your mind as far as what you would like to invest in. Maybe you're going to be getting involved into some investment. All right, guys, and here I'm seeing a lot of we have this Ace of Wands next to this couple I have here. I have you with someone, and again, this reading is a duplicate of yesterday's reading. Okay, so I have I'm going to get specific here, all right? If this is you and you're comfortable enough, comment below in the video. But I'm talking to a feminine, all right? You're falling in love with this masculine who is with a feminine, another feminine, okay? He was with her. I'm seeing the love between you grow. I'm seeing conversation. I'm feeling and hearing conversation between the two of you, whether it's now or in the very near future, that you both feel like you were meant to be together. You are each other's soulmate, and there's going to be a lot of exponential closeness, connection happening between the two of you. It's going to feel very surreal, or you're both going to be on the same page with this, okay? Like, you're my soulmate. There's going to be a lot of intense growth between the two of you. You're going to help each other with your personal growth, all right? You're kind of similar, but you're different, and you're going to be energized off of each other and grow from each other, if that's making sense, okay? And because of this, I'm seeing a lot of positivity. I'm seeing you with this Wheel of Fortune next to you, okay? So with the wheel, guys, you know what this is, okay? I'm just going to say this. This Wheel of Fortune, for those of you who have been on my channel and know that this is about wealth and prosperity and a biblical gift coming to all right? This is your year. This is where you're going to see it begin. It's going to start small and it's going to grow. And I've always said to you that you are going to, it's going to start coming in, and it's just going to keep coming and coming. The blessing of this is going to keep coming in and coming in. You will be literally, you will be overwhelmed with blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing, and it will just continue. Your life is about to change in a staggering way, guys, in a staggering way. You have no clue what is coming, okay? But I do see that this is going to, there's all protection in this card too. There's a lot of protection. So I am seeing with this card, I got overly zealous here. I'm seeing the couple I'm talking about with all of this magnificent growth, you're going to be enjoying together. This is just going to add to your happiness and the momentum in your relationship and your growth, okay? This is going to, you're going to be, because you're both very high frequency, you're going to be giving to others when this wealth comes in. I'm also seeing, unfortunately, this third party here. Not that she's going to be a third party. I think this masculine is going to do the right thing. Yes, there's going to be some pain here when you tell this feminine that it's not working anymore because you're going to immediately be emotionally attached to this other person. This is going to be hard for her, but in the long run, there's someone else out there for her, because the two of you are not meant to be. Clearly, you and this other person are meant to be. The Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, okay? All right, I'm going to end on this note, guys. And if you remember, we did talk about this yesterday. Same reading, all right, came up again. So I'm real curious to know now. If this is you, please comment below the video if this has already happened for you. All right, also, I promised to tell you something. You know, I'm a researcher. That's my passion. And I'm keeping abreast of some things that are going on in the background. And this is not from any of the gurus out there. This is, they're just, it's going to happen Sunday. It's coming next Friday. It's all bullshit, all right? Some of these gurus may believe what they're saying because they're hearing things from people that are connected somehow. But we're in a spiritual war right now. There's a lot of information being given and being passed down. It's disinformation, though, to throw off the, you know, let's call them the people who are not doing good things, right? The people who are part of this war that are not doing good, the ones that aren't good, right? Those people, all right? So they purposely send out rumors, and it appears to these gurus like, oh, I got this inside information, but in reality, you know, so their intentions aren't altogether bad. They're not, you know, a lot of them aren't purposely trying to mislead you, but they're getting this erroneous information. Now, the tariff money, okay, this is already being seriously discussed. It's beyond whether or not it's coming back to we the people. Now the discussion has gone to how will it come back. All right, next month there will be a portal sign up of sorts that it's going to go to those of us who are on Social Security first, all right, because they're viewing us as the most vulnerable. We are going to have access to this portal first. We're going to be able to sign up for. It's not out yet where to go to sign up, but it will be shortly. All right, we will sign up and we will be the first receivers of these tariff dividend checks, right? Now, you know, there's also some discussion. It's not if, it's how it's being done. So they're looking at it in two different ways. So if you're making, what was it, like $100,000 a year or less, you are going to get somewhere around $2,000. Okay. However, they're also looking at the possibility of if you make $400,000 a year or less, you would also get it. Okay. Only it would be $1,000 per person. So either way, it's something. It's going to be the start, but this portal that we're going to be signing up for is going to be for future dividend checks. Okay, that's what I'm going to say thus far. There's a lot more information, but I think that's a good start. All right, you know, I do all these different things. You know, some people get annoyed. They're expecting me to be like others. I'm not like the others, guys. I have my own channel, so I could be myself. And since I do have, you know, my passion is looking into things, and I like to see what's going on in the world. I'm not getting my information from this guru or that guru. I'm getting my information from a more, you know, I'm getting my information from Congress, okay? What's being worked on in Congress. All right, I go deep and I go for the facts and I go for the things that are already being done in progress, okay? So that being said, I'm going to end the reading here. I hope that little tidbit put a smile on your face. Oh, and there's another little tidbit, okay? There's also conversation about, again, it's not if they're going to do this, it's how much they're going to give us, okay? Again, it's those of us who are on Social Security. they're going to be bumping up our checks. We've been hearing about this on certain in certain videos online, you know, that they've been thinking about giving us an extra $200 a month for 6 months or something along that line. All right, so something more aligned with the facts is they're discussing whether to give us a bump up, $200 per month though. That would be steady money, not just 6 months and not just, you know, it would be permanent, in other words. Or possibly 500, or maybe they'll meet in the middle, but they're discussing it either way. So it's not if, the discussion is, are we going to give them the $200 a month bump or $500 a month bump? All right, so they're going back and forth on that. So there's a lot of discussions. The discussions about these monies have come to a fevered pitch as of last week. So they know something needs to be done. They're going to help those of us on Social Security first because they view us as the most vulnerable, right? But that tariff, that $1,000 dividend, and I told you guys months ago when I heard the word dividend, I knew it was not going to be a handout and it was not going to be a stimulus check. It's going to be a future, whether they start out giving it to us yearly or, you know, how they do it in the future. Just know that the first one is going to be coming around next month. Okay, so anyway, you guys have a fabulous day. Take care.